All right, let's play one more, as we cannot settle for a loss. Obviously, I'm not having my day, but should still be able to play decent chess, especially in a d4 opening, which is disgusting. All right, here, I think a6 is a move, preparing to capture the pawn and then play b5. And essentially, a3 stops any ideas of that. So let's go for the idea. We take here and go for b5. Also going for bishop b7. Hopefully this is not a blunder, but I'm not sure. Bishop b7. Also protecting the rook, so if takes takes, rook takes, bishop takes, and everything seems to be fine. This indeed happens. He can take here though. He takes there first and goes there. So now we have the option to um, either take this pawn, which seems great. We can also try to protect this pawn, which feels a bit dubious. We can also try to develop first, but I think we have to pounce. I think we have to pounce. So I'm actually not so sure if you have to pounce. Not sure if you have to pounce. There's also c5. It's actually not so easy to establish what to do. Let's just take with the knight. It always seems fine to do that. It's protected by the bishop. And we have ideas of queen f6. And if he takes here, we might even... I was initially gonna say knight g, queen g5, taking both this, but then he has this check, which is annoying. What we can also do is push this pawn even further and then try to go here. If you're wondering why I'm talking with a British accent, I have no clue. Absolutely no clue. Could just simply play this. If takes, 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 that should be fine. We don't care. He plays f6 first. That looks makes sense. That does make sense. Stopping any ideas here. Still have knight g5. Still have queen g5. But not really. No, not really, because if you go back, takes and yeah, we actually lost our opening battle a bit, but that's all fine. I guess we'll just castle here. I don't see a better move. Yeah, there's no debate. Just castling here. And there are options of knight d5 here, which seems decent. Could play c6 here, stopping these two pawns for now. It does immobilize the bishop, but the bishop is worthless anyway if we just look at this. And we can reestablish maybe a bigger stronghold um, over d5. The downside of this is that he could take, and he could, in the future, threaten a nasty move like this. Maybe it's better to just play knight c6. We're threatening a pawn. We're not creating any weaknesses. And yeah, that's the way we go. That's the way we go. I'm expecting something like queen b3 here. And after queen b3, I'm quite lost, but he goes for queen d2 instead, which still makes me feel quite lost. So what do we have here? So he has obviously an attacking target here. He's attacking something like here. There's a potential target on my rook. And we could, well, this is loose. This is kind of loose, but not really. This is protected by the knights. This is twice attacked and twice defended. This knight is not doing anything. I want to go queen g5, but I can't now either. Um, you know what? I'm thinking about queen b8. Setting up this target. And then my idea was to go queen a7, but obviously the knight is protecting that. Okay, that's not a good plan. Come up with there's also knight e7, potentially going to f5 or g6, a potential better square. And there's also knight d5. Essentially, the knight's not doing anything here, so might be better off there. So knight d5 also attacks this. And if he takes, this becomes loose. So by process of elimination and comparing everything, I feel like this is the best option we have. And now take. And now this is loose. So he takes there. Obviously don't want to create this pawn mess. So we're just gonna go here. But now he does threaten some awful contingencies. Um, well, some awful contingencies could arise if I'm not being accurate here. He does give up the pawn, but I'm guessing after castles and queen b6, he has rook b1, but then I just take. So after here, he has to reinitiate the attack, which also just we can't stop. So this is a nice trap set by him. It seems, yeah, I don't think we can stop that. We've spent quite some time here coming up with something. So I think we're just gonna go rook e1 here. It's a bit dangerous because it's not protected, but I'm willing to take the risk. h6. h6 should be coming at some point as well. And we're attacking something that is also uh, potentially quite weak. So here I just want to go here actually. Attacking. Oh, he's defending this diagonally. I was wondering why I just missed it. Completely. Completely missed that. So I want to go here. And after he attacks this, I want to maybe attack that. Maybe it works, but we're obviously not doing well. So now we attack the knights. And the our knight is essentially already kind of lost. Um, yeah, it's essentially kind of lost. No way to go about it. We have to play something like c5, but then you have en passant, and then we would be rescued. But after it takes, um, I honestly don't see any way we could make it difficult for him. So we're gonna lose this knight, like it or not. Like it or not, we're gonna lose the knight, and I don't see any way to recuperate that. So we'll just try to win the pawn for it in return and try to promote the pawn. So we basically have to accept that we made a mistake. He obviously takes, and now we just try to find some counterplay with the pawn, and maybe we could scratch of a win with this one, but I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. Let's make some lefts. We try to be aggressive at the same time. And we have to find a way to activate this bishop, because now the bishop is even more shit than it was in the beginning. Our opponent obviously has a lot of time on his hands. Yeah, we're essentially doing really, really bad for ourselves. The fact that he takes his time now is a good sign that he doesn't exactly know what he's doing. My dad. It's a very good move. There is no targets, I would say. Essentially, this would be a great move if it was not protected, right? But keep on dreaming, mate. Maybe c5 is a good square, but then rook c1 is coming, so that's also not good. He's attacking this, but it's protected at the moment. I'm gonna go here, attack two things, which are defended at the time, but we have to try something. Maybe this was better, but yeah, this is essentially what it is right now. He gained the pawn. Yeah, good job. Is just gonna move back. It's very squishy chess at the moment. Very squinty chess at the moment. We offer a draw. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, he plays some good moves. Obviously, we're trying to set up some traps. If the knight moves, we win the queen. We actually don't win the queen. Bishop is protecting it. Missed that completely. But now it's not protected. That's the good news. We protect this for the moment. Maybe we reshift it here. Goes there. Let's reshift the rook. Again, we don't really have any targets to deal with, so this is the best we can do. We're hoping to eventually, set up a sort of a pin here, but it's obviously kind of a dead end. A dead end. It is indeed. Yeah. I'm just gonna play this. Essentially, we don't really have anything to play for. And our opponent really seems to be knowing what he's doing. I don't see any tactics. So I'll just have to go. Well, let's go here. Maybe he goes this. You never know. But I'm expecting him to find the right moves. Goes knight there instead. Solid. Very solid, they say. Let's try to activate the bishop, which is essentially still not doing anything. And I feel like our opponent is feeling the pressure somehow, some way, even though this is completely, completely bad. Um, yeah, and he's taking his time and making some slow moves. He's attacking this. We have to protect it. How can we protect it? I don't know. Is there any way this is helpful? Anyway, I think we have to play something like this. Correct it this way. Now this is very, tedious, but it might walk into this. So it goes like that. Yeah. It doesn't seem to help much the resistance that we're pulling. Let's go here. Wait, what? I think this might have been a good move. This might have been a pretty good move of me. No, no, it's not. You could just go here, takes, and then we could even take, but it's quite useless. Could even take now. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. We could have tried to keep the queens on the board, but then this would just happen. So I'm not really sure what I was on trying to do. I really should stop with the accent. Having way too much fun with it. Yeah, this is pretty good too. Uh-huh. Let's try to go for this one. Oh wait, we dropped something he did not see. It's only better if he did not see. Now we try to promote this one. And obviously the counterplay is insufficient. But at least we're trying. At least we're trying. At least we're trying. He actually, wow. Oh, because he knows he's gonna win this on time, basically. Yeah, and I definitely think I agree with him. 2 seconds on the clock? It's basically impossible. And also this endgame is also just completely winning for him. Yeah, very nice of our opponents. We were too slow, too bad. We're not on the roll. I'm gonna quit today. I'm definitely not feeling the chest today. See you guys next time. Bye bye.